Do you run a restaurant or a food delivery business and dream of building your own DoorDash or Uber Eats like platform? Stay with me because in the next few minutes, I'll show you exactly how you can launch a branded food delivery platform with a white label food ordering and delivery solution in just 2 weeks. At Royo Apps, we've been empowering businesses over 13 years, helping more than 5,000 on-demand ventures scale with our cutting-edge solutions. From seamless ordering to smooth last-mile delivery, we've built everything you need to complete with our big names in the industry. So, let's dive right in. First, I'll walk you through the customer app for effortless ordering, then we'll check out the driver app for optimized deliveries, and finally, we'll explore the admin panel and dispatcher panel that gives you complete control over your operations. When a customer installs the app, they're greeted with a login screen. If they don't have an account yet, they can quickly create one. Just enter the basic details, and if they have a referral code, they can add it during the sign up. Once done, they're ready to explore. This is the homepage. At first glance, it's intuitive, clean, and designed for easy browsing. On top left corner, you'll see the logo of the company. Then we have 3 options that the customer can opt for, be it delivery, dine-in, or takeaway. We have several categories of food products that the customer can choose from. We also have an option to explore from several vendors here. You'll also see a list of featured products as well as new products on the platform. In case the customer wants to search for any sort of product, vendor, or item, he can click on the search bar. We also provide an option for voice search. Next comes the cart section. So whatever food item the customer has added to the cart will be displayed here. Then comes my account. So under the account section, on top you'll see the customer's personal details that he can edit, including his name, email, phone number. We also have an option to change the password as well as the address. Next comes my orders. So under my orders, we have pending orders wherein the customer will be able to see his pending orders. Under active orders, the customer can view all his active orders, and under past orders, the customer can view all the past orders taken place in the history. Then we have refer and earn. In case the customer wants to refer the app to someone else and earn points, he can do from here. Then we have loyalty section. Under loyalty section, the customer can view his loyalty points earned and points spent through the platform. Then we have wallet. The customer can look for his available balance on the wallet. We also have an option to add money to the wallet and transfer funds. Then we have wish list. So whatever favorite items the customer has added to the wish list will be displayed here. Then comes join us. So under join us, the customer can view the privacy policies, terms and conditions, and vendor registration on the platform. Then we have share app here, settings option. So in case the customer wants to opt the dark mode theme, he can do from here. And option to change the currency and language is also available under this section. Then comes contact us. So in case the customer wants to leave a message, he can do from here. Then we have driver chat option and user chat option here. So now I'll show you how to place an order through this application. Let's click on one of the categories. Let's say I'm going on biryani. On top I'll see a search option wherein I can search for any food product. So I'm clicking on Biryani Bazaar here. Now I can see the name of the vendor on the top along with his location. We also have an option to search for any food within the menu. Then we have several food products here. Let's click on egg biryani. So once I click on it, the food description as well as the price will be shown. So I'm clicking on add. A pop-up has appeared that my product has been successfully added to the cart. Now I'll open the cart. So this is basically the cart page. On top I have the address where I want the food item to be delivered at. I also have an option to change the address. Down below we have the order summary, including the order name and the total billing summary. In case the customer wants to add any special instructions for his order, he can click here. Now let's choose the payment method because it is just a prototype. So I'm clicking on cash on delivery. I also have an option to schedule the order for any future date or time. Currently I'm clicking on place order. So a pop-up has appeared that my order has been successfully placed. Now I click on view detail and my entire order summary will be displayed here like this. So this was basically the customer application. Now we'll move to the driver application. So this is the driver application. On top I see a toggle option. As a driver, once I switch it off, that shows the driver is off duty. Once I switch it on, that means the driver has become on duty. So this map view is showing the driver the area where he is operating. Also, on top you'll see 3 options. Today's task displaying the task to be performed by the driver today, all the tasks performed by the driver, and then we have pooling suggestion option here. Now let's go to task history. Under task history, the driver can view the history of his task performed, including the earnings as well. Then we go to profile section. Here the driver can view his personal details like full name, job type, assigned team, phone number, and he also has an option to delete account from here. Then we have settings. So in case the customer wants to opt for any other language of the app, he can do so from here. Then we have wallet. So all the lifetime earnings of the driver and current balance in the wallet can be seen from here. The driver has an option to add money to the wallet also. Next is payout. So in case there are any payouts of the driver, he can view his past payouts as well as available funds through this option. Next is contact us. So in case the driver wants to reach out for any sort of query, he can click on this option. Then we have support option here, and lastly we have logout option. So this was basically the driver application. Welcome to the Super Admin Panel, the control center of your food delivery business. This is where you as the owner monitor, manage and scale operations. Let's start with the overview section. Here you can track the weekly revenue generated by the platform, also the popular products, top vendor sales, summary of recent orders. You can also track the growth in your customers, numbers, orders and vendors. Next comes the order section. Under this section, you can see the entire history of orders placed on the platform. You also have an option to accept or reject the order manually here. Here you can see the pending orders, the active orders and the order history. Then we have vendors. So under the vendors section, you see the entire list of vendors on the platform. It will give you the information about the total vendors, open vendors, total products and total active orders on the platform. You can also view the vendor's personal information here. Then we have the customers section. So all the customers on the platform, their details will be displayed here, which includes the active user count, inactive user count and number of social logins. As you can see on the screen, the personal details of the customers are displayed here. Then comes the chat option. Under chat option, we have user vendor chat and user driver chat. So you can track the user vendor and driver chat here on the back end. Under the promotion sections, we have banners first. So let's click on web banners here. Whenever we open a website, on the homepage we see banners running. They're usually helpful to advertise the product. And here in the admin panel, the admin has the right to edit these banners and choose that what banners will be shown on the platform. The admin also has an option to add the banner. Similarly, let's go to the mobile banners option. Here, all the banners you want to display on the mobile application can be managed here in the backend. We also have an option to add any mobile banner. All the promo codes being used by the users on the platform, be it a new users, can be managed here in the backend. We also provide an option to add another promo code if the admin wants to do so. Here you can fill all the details regarding the new promo code, whether you want it for delivery, first user, and after filling all the details, you can click on submit. Under the loyalty cards section, you can view all the plans being used by the customers on the platform. You have an option to add any loyalty card plan as well. Also, the value of the loyalty points can also be edited here by the admin on the backend. Then comes the campaign section. Under the campaign section, you can run and manage any campaigns on the platform. You also have an option to edit any campaign if you want to. Then comes the settings section. We have configurations here first. Firstly, we have the hyperlocal option here. By enabling the hyperlocal as in user, you can see the nearby restaurants. So under the social logins, we have an option to decide that what social platforms the customers can log in through the app. Then we have map, SMS and emails. Basically, we can integrate any third-party API for SMS, emails and maps. Then we have custom mods here. We can enable or disable various mods for the customer side as well as for the vendor side. The mods include vendor bank details display, subscription mod display. Other mods can also be enabled or disabled such as tips, order mods, vendor mods and so on. Now we come to the next option, that is the catalog. This basically describes the categories displayed on the application. Here you can add n number of categories to your platform. As you can see on the screen, we have an option to add the categories. You can also add several variants to those categories, including brand as well as tags. Then we have web styling option here. So under web styling, it basically describes how do you want to style your website. You can change your logo and theme colors of the website. We also have an option to choose from the template themes you want for your website. Then we have an option to choose for the navigation option you want to display to your website. We also have several advanced features that what all icons you want to display on your website. You can also choose from the order delivery status icons. And we also have an option to edit the homepage styles. What categories you want your homepage to be displayed, you can choose it from here. Then comes the footer information. What all details you want in your footer to be there, you can edit it here in the backend. And also you can choose the payment method icons to be displayed on your website. Then comes the customize section. Under the customize section, you can do the localization regarding the hyperlocal option. Then we have nomenclature. So you can set several names for several categories. There are several options here: delivery, dine-in, takeaway. If you want to have another name for these categories, you can do it through the nomenclature option. Next comes the miscellaneous category. So under it you can choose the vendor type you want to opt for, the delivery time estimated, whether you want the delivery to be in kilometers or miles. Then we also have an option of refer and earn. If you want to enable the SOS, you can do so from here. Then we have order email notification, and then we have vendor registration documents, that what documents will be required by the vendor to register himself on the platform. Similarly, for the user registration documents, what document will be required by the user to register on the platform. Then we have configure here. You can decide as an admin that what social authenticate himself on the platform, whether through Facebook, Google or Apple. Then we have Firebase notification configuration here, Google Analytics, Facebook Pixel, custom domain, social media links. Lastly, we have mods. You can enable or disable various mods here, as you can see on the screen. Next comes content management system. Let's go to the pages option first. So what are pages you want in your platform to be there, whether it be privacy policy, terms and conditions, vendor registration. Then we have SMS. So what all SMS you want the users to see on the platform, you can choose it from here. Next comes emails. What push email notifications you want to send to the customers on the platform, you can decide it from here. Then comes reasons. So under reasons, in case the customer is having any issue with the application, you can see all the reasons mentioned here in the backend. Then comes notifications option. What notifications you want to send the user on the platform, you can manage it here. Then comes the tax option. What tax category you want to apply to your products, as well as what tax rate you want to give to the product category, you can decide it here on the backend. You also have an option to add tax category or tax rate to your product. Then comes payment options. So what all payment options you want to display. So what payment options you want to display on the platform, you can select it from here. Then comes delivery options. What delivery options you want to provide to the customers can be managed from here. Next comes manage roles. Here you can manage the roles and permissions for the sub-admins on the platform, and in case you want to create any other role for these admins, you can do so. Under the tools option, in case there are several vendors on the platform, so the one vendor can copy the catalog to another vendor. Similarly for the tax option here also. Then we have the app configuration option. So here you can choose your required font styles for the application. You can choose up the color picker, tab bar style. Also you can choose from the tutorial images. Then we have several template themes you can choose for the home page of the application. Then comes the homepage element. What categories you want to display on your homepage, you can manage it here. Under app builds, you can attach the Android and iOS builds here. Also you have an option to display the Play Store and App Store links on the application. Then comes analytics section. We have product reviews here. What reviews are the products getting, you can view it here in the backend. Then comes product performance, that how the products are performing on the platform. You can see a pie chart here displaying the products and their performances. You can also view the most wishlisted product or the most refunded product. And in case you want to see the top performing products, be it top 10, top 20, top 50, you can do so from here. Then comes the order section. So all the analytical information about the orders can be displayed here, including the total order value, total orders, total cash to be collected, total delivery fees. Then comes vendor. So all the accounting information about the vendors will be displayed here, including the total order value, total delivery fee, total admin commissions. Then we have taxes. So all the analytical information about the taxes on the platform will be displayed here, including the types of taxes applied and total taxes collected. Then comes payout requests. So in case there are any payout requests made, the information will be displayed here in an analytical form, showing the total order value, pending payout value and completed payout value. Then comes promo codes. So all the analytical information about the promo codes on the platform will be shown here, which will show you the information about the admin paid total, vendor paid total, promo codes users to use promo code. Then comes loyalty cards. So the accounting information about the loyalty cards will be displayed here, wherein you'll see the loyalty cards applied, loyalty cards earned and loyalty cards spent. Lastly, there is subscription discount. So the accounting details of the subscription discount will be displayed here. So this was basically the admin panel. Now we'll move to the dispatch panel. This is basically the overview section of the dispatcher panel, where you'll see the information about the revenue earned weekly, top driver rides, recent routes taken by the drivers, and also the overview about the orders and drivers on the platform. Then we have route section. Apart from automatically allocating the tasks to the drivers, we also have an option to manually allot the tasks to the drivers. So this happens under the route sections. Also you can view the pending assignments, active orders, active customers and active agents here. Then comes the delivery tracking option. Herein you'll see a map view of the drivers operating near the area. Also you'll see a list view of the drivers online and offline. And on the right side you'll see the task status, be it the unassigned task and the assigned task. Then comes route configurations. We have teams here first. Under the team section you can assign the drivers to a certain team so that you can manage them in future easily. We also have an option to add team here. Then comes agents. It will basically give you all the detailed information about the driver agents on the platform, including their personal details. And also you have an option to add agent. You can see overall the total agents who are freelancers, employees, approved agents and unapproved agents as well. Then comes geofence. It basically describes the area within which the driver is operating. You have an option to edit the geofence. As I click on add geofence, you can enter the details like name, description, team. You can select all the agents for that particular geofence. And then you can create your own geofence area. Then comes auto allocation. You can also auto allocate the task to the drivers through several methods, be it one by one, that means allocation will be done one by one to the agents. Then comes send to all, that means the allocation request will be sent to all the drivers around the area. Then comes batch wise, the allocation request will be sent to all the drivers, which will be done according to particular batches. Then we have round robin, so the allocation request here will be done in the round robin format. Then comes pricing rules. Under this, what all pricing rules you want to set up for the drivers can be managed here, which includes base price, base duration, base distance, and also if you want to add any pricing rules, you can do so. Next comes managers. Under the managers section, as a dispatcher admin, you can manage several managers working under you. Also, you have an option to add manager. Then we have notifications option. Here you can choose what notifications you want to display to the driver app. Pickup notifications, drop-off notifications, appointment notifications, customer delivery OTP. Coming to the next section, that is settings. We have profile here first. Here you can edit the organization details, upload your logo, favicon, admin image, and edit details like name, email, contact number, company address, and so on. We also have an option to change the password here. Then comes the customize section. We have the nomenclature here. You can view and update the naming, currency and distance units. Then you can do the nomenclature regarding the date and time. Then we have contact us, what contact us details you want to be displayed. Then we have attribute option here, and then we have task completion proofs. So what task completion proofs will be required at pickup, drop, appointment can be managed here. Then comes the next section, payment options. Under this, what payment options you want to display on the driver application, you can choose it from here. Then we have configure. You can make the desired configuration regarding the map, SMS and emails from here. You can also manage the FCM API access token and custom domain. And under agent, here you can choose what feature you want to enable and disable for the agent in the application. We also have the agent registration documents, and what all documents will be required by the agent to register on the platform. We also have an option to manage the refer and earn part from driver to the customer. And we have an option to manage the agent rating types and driver review questions. Lastly, in miscellaneous, you can add customer support, custom mods, warehouse information, batch allocation, threshold, and so on the platform. Then comes the next section, that is content management system. Let's go to the pages option. So what pages you want to display on your driver application, be it privacy policies, terms and conditions, you can manage it here. Then comes emails. What push emails you want to send on the driver application can be managed here. Then comes SMS. What SMS you want to display to the drivers on the application can be managed here. Next comes driver accountancy. Under driver accountancy, all the personal information about the drivers will be displayed, including the information of how much percentage of commission they are charging and other commission details as well. Next come payout request. So in case there are any pending payout request of the drivers, it will be displayed here, including the total order value, pending payout value and completed payout value. Then comes app configuration. Under the app builds, you can generate the builds request for Android and iOS apps for drivers. Lastly, we have analytics section. So all the analytics regarding the task completion proof, including the platform earnings, the agent earnings, orders, agents will be displayed here. You can view the analytics about the agent, selecting their name. Then we have map analytics. So in case you want to view analytical information about the earnings and orders in the map view, you can do so from here. Lastly, we have agents and customers. So all the analytics about the agents and customers will be mentioned here. So this was basically the dispatcher panel. And that was your quick tour of a food ordering and delivery solution. Just like DoorDash, Uber Eats or Grubhub, but 100% tailored to your brand with features designed to help you scale faster. With years of experience and thousands of successful deployments worldwide, we know what it takes to build and grow a food delivery business. If you are ready to take the next step, book a free consultation with us today and let's bring your food delivery app vision to life with Royo Apps.